Well, the sun might be going down, but the action's about to heat up here at the Low Gear Test Track Hotel and Casino. 19 tractors enter the ring. Only one will emerge as the champion of the medium class tractors. Which one will it be? I'm Clem Jameson. I'm your host today. Calling the action from up here in the tower. Down on the track, we've got my co-host, Chip Chipperson. Chip, you got your ears on? You're right there. Well, I tell you what, we'll roll the title credits and then we can just jump right into that action. How about that? All right, coming up to the starting line, we got a Massey Ferguson 6700 series, a 6713 to be specific, 150 horsepower from the factory. Crosses that starting line, the timer starts. Making our way down here, 32 miles per hour, which is a mile per hour faster than what the factory said it's capable of. Coming up to the jump to the retention pond. Smooth sailing. How's it looking down there, Chip?
I don't know, just saying, but I don't know smooth tonight.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Coming into the second section here of the hoop-de-doos, checking out the suspension on these things. Now, there's no suspension on the axles. We're checking out that air ride seat. You can see here we've got a little bit of a smooth dippity-doo going on. Coming up to the end of stage one, let's see what the time is as it crosses the line. 37.27. Of course, that puts it in first place because it's the first one that runs today. You're not wrong, Chip. All right, coming into the grain yard, we got 4 grain silos we're going to be weaving in and out of. First one cleared smoothly, second one cleared smoothly. Grabbing another gear on the third one to grab a little more torque. Trying to get around this fourth and final grain bin. Grabbing one more gear, a little bit higher gear so that we're ready for this back alley as we swing it wide. Coming into the back alley now. Entering the back alley about 15 miles per hour. Coming up to 20 miles per hour as we're coming through the middle of the back alley. Of course, stage 2 will be ending as soon as we turn this corner there. You see the stage markers? 1 minute 22.22 as we're coming out of stage 2 into stage 3. The final, the equalizer. This 1-to-1 grade hill is enough to put any tractor to the test. Seems to be taking it fine though. Hit the bottom of the hill 27 miles per hour, doing about 5 up the hill. Coming on deck, we've got a Fendt 714 Vario. Sitting on the tech inspection platform right now. Getting the final checks done as we're coming up to the end of this. Pulling away slow and steady. 155.44 will be the mark to beat, at least for now. We'll definitely keep an eye on that as the day goes on. 714 Vario coming up to the starting line now. 150 horsepower. Tractor weighing in 8.1 tons. That last one we saw run 6.4. The timer has started. Running down here 33 miles per hour, a little bit faster than that Massey Ferguson. We'll see how he does through the rest of this. Coming up to the retention pond. Couldn't have run that any smoother. Seemed very balanced and looking good. Now you lose a little bit of traction as you're coming through the retention pond. Doesn't seem to be bothering this Fendt. Coming into the hoop-de-doos, I'm going to let Chip call it from here. I'm glad we got your expert analysis on this. Coming up to the end of stage 1 as we cross this line here. 38 seconds, 0.22. That's not fast enough to take the Massey for the stage 1. About a second back now from the Massey. Let's see if we can make that up. Coming around the first, grain bin looking smooth. Second grain bin's looking even smoother. Trying to gain back that second that we lost to the Massey. Third grain bin, grabbing another lower gear for some torque. Wrapping our way around the fourth and final grain bin. Grabbing that last gear, trying to get up to speed for the back alley as we're coming through here. We're seeing here this is a heavier tractor. Got a faster top speed, but not seeing the acceleration we saw in that Massey. Looking really good on that front straightaway, and that's where it went downhill. 1 minute 24 seconds. That's 2 seconds back now from the Massey. Lost another second as we come up to the hill. On deck's another Massey. It's a 3670. That'll be the last tractor of this first heat of time trials. 4 miles per hour coming up the hill. Not as fast as what the Massey was. We had 22 miles per hour at the bottom of the hill. Slow and steady wins the race unless somebody else is faster and steady or faster and steadier. Coming up to the line and see what we've got. How far off will we be? 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 0.09. Not enough. Not enough. About 7 seconds back from our leader. Good looking run all in all, just not quite fast enough. I think that extra weight on this tractor is what really did it in. See, the Massey's already coming up to speed up here. A little bit slower. The top speed on this one from the factory, 24 miles per hour, which is what we're seeing as we're about to cross that starting line. A lot of torque, not a lot of top speed. 170 horsepower, putting most of that through the ground through this four-wheel drive. Front wheel assist. Just looking overall slower than the last two. A little bit front end heavy. It's a little bit older style tractor, a little heavier in the front end. 6.7 tons overall. Coming up into the hoopty-doos, we'll see how it does. Seems to be struggling to find the right gears. Taking them smooth once we get into them. I'd say it's slow and steady, but it's actually slower than anything we've seen today. 47.27. That's about 10 seconds back from the other Massey. 9 seconds back from that Fendt. Coming around the grain bin, shifting all types of gears as we can't seem to find the right one. What are you seeing down there, Chip?
I don't see the same thing up there, I think. Except I think I might go faster. I don't think I've got enough to go through. It's slow. Slow as hell.
Yeah, definitely not the tractor I'd be using to haul my grain into town. Good all-around utility tractor. Just doesn't have that road speed that we've seen with the last two. Speaking of road speed, we're only seeing about 19 miles per hour in here, about the same as we've seen with the others. Coming to the end of the stage, let's see what the time is. 1 minute, 40 seconds, 0.34. We're like 18 seconds back from our leader. Coming up the hill. Oh, missing all types of gears here. Slow, slow, slow. 4 miles per hour all the way up. We only saw 24 miles per hour at the bottom of the hill, which is its max speed. We're seeing it get to its max speed. Its max speed is just really slow. Using all 4 of those gears throughout this course. Been shifting quite a lot. I think we just saw a snail pass this thing on the right side there, if you look closely. Got beautiful sunset. We got plenty of time to admire it as we're coming up to the finish line. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Disappointing 25 seconds back from the other Massey. That is not enough. The 6700 Massey is still sitting way out there in the lead. We'll give our tech inspectors a few minutes to check out the track, and we'll be back with round 2 of the time trials right after this.